Hey guys, welcome back to West Virginia Smoking, Grilling, and Outdoors. Today we're going to be doing some brisket smash burgers from the leftover trimmings of a couple briskets that we done not too long ago. So, let's get started. Okay guys, step one is to grind up the brisket trimmings. My suggestion is to run it a couple times, that way the meat is ground real well. Now I'm going to add a little fat to the meat. I use Wagyu beef tallow, and I'm going to put a 1/4 cup in and then get it all mixed up. I had about 3 pounds of trimmings here. I'm going to use that same 1/4 cup and I'm going to use it to form my meatballs for my Smashburgers. The process is really simple. You just get a good tight pack in your 1/4 cup, dump it out in your hand, and roll it into a ball. You can't get much simpler than that. Then you just take the balls, place them on a baking pan covered with parchment paper, and then you're ready to roll. After this, I just place them into the refrigerator until I'm ready to get them onto the griddle. Next, I've had the griddle warmed up over a medium-high heat, and I slice some bacon in half, get it onto the griddle. Then you just make the bacon to your desired level of doneness. I always do the bacon first because I like to save the drippings. This is the only time where I'm guaranteed to start out with a clean dripped pan. Bacon fat is wonderful for many items of cooking, so I suggest you keep it too if you can. After I get all my bacon drippings into the drip pan, then I just set my bacon aside and prepare for the next step. The other toppings I prepared for today is some sliced onions, pickles, jalapenos, lettuce, and tomato. Most of this I've sliced on the mandolin or just bought. Our buns is going to be some everything sandwich rolls. Now, while we're getting prepared, I'm going to go ahead and get some fries into the air fryer. We soaked these fries into some olive oil, salt, pepper, and garlic. Now I'm just going to get them in, got them over a medium-high heat, and these should be done about the same time that we pull the burgers off. Okay guys, now we're going to spray down some canola oil and get down our sweet Vidalia onions and get them all nice and sauteed up. I like to take these onions all the way around the griddle to pick up those extra bacon drippings that we had, as well as to help season the griddle a little bit more with a little bit of onion flavor. The seasoning I sprinkled on top of these onions was Killer Hog's AP seasoning. After they're sauteed, I just remove them from the griddle and set them aside for after a bit. Now it's time to get our brisket meatballs down. At first, you just want to keep them spaced out about 4 inches apart, just to allow room for your smashing utensil to fit in. That way they have enough room to spread out. Next, you take your burger smasher and a square of parchment paper and begin to smash the burgers down. Now here, you do not want to smash it all the way to the griddle, otherwise you're going to smash the burger out. You just want to smash it down enough to where you get a nice flat patty. Alright guys, now it's time for the seasoning. Once again, I'm using Killer Hog's AP seasoning because it's salt, pepper, garlic, got a little bit of MSG and some other spices in it. This is fantastic for just about anything you're wanting to cook. Salt, pepper, garlic is the trifecta of seasoning, so you can use it on pretty much anything. These things cook quick, so by the time you get around to putting the seasoning on the last patty, it's about time to flip the first one. After you got them all flipped, don't forget to season the other side. Once your burgers have shrank down a little bit, you can start repositioning them on the griddle a little bit better. That way you have a more even cook to your burgers. Now it's time for the cheese, and depending on which person's burger this is, depends on which cheese goes on. I'm a pepper jack guy, but the kids, some of them like provolone. If you like burnt cheese as much as I do, I suggest you leave those corners laid down right onto the griddle. That way you can get those nice burnt cheese crispies on the corner. If you don't like burnt cheese, go ahead and fold that slice of cheese up and make sure it sets right on top of the burger. Lucky for me, my family likes burnt cheese just as much as I do, so I'm going to put it on all of them. And I'm going to go ahead and turn this heat down to low. Now I'm going to turn the heat to the burger side off because there's plenty of heat left on that side of the griddle to do what I want to do. I want to place the Blackstone basting cover over to help melt that cheese. Earlier I prepared these buns by putting down some Duke's mayonnaise onto the bun and just spreading it around. So now it's time to get these on the griddle. Oh wow, look at those little burnt cheese crispies there. I can't wait to eat this burger. Okay, now it's time to start getting a few of our toppings on here. I'm going to start out by putting these grilled onions on top. Then it's time to put some of these sliced jalapenos on a few of these. Next, the bacon. Then it's time to start stacking these burgers on top of each other to make our double bacon brisket cheeseburger. And then repeat the same process on the other side. Time to flip the buns, and then we'll get ready to prepare our Smashburgers. Went ahead and topped these with some more bacon, and I'm going to put jalapenos on top of the ones that have jalapenos in between the burgers. That way I can identify which one's which. And I'm going to go ahead and put some Duke's habanaro garlic mayo on some of these. I'm not going to put toppings on all of these burgers because my family all likes them different, so I'm going to let them prepare their own. But I'll prepare mine right here. So I'm going to go ahead and put down some tomato on these. Next I'm going to put down some kosher dill pickle hamburger slices. Then I'm going to get some lettuce on top of mine. Not everybody here likes lettuce. Now that the burger's done, so is the fries. So it's time to get them out as well. Okay, let's get this picked up, take a good look at it, good crust on that bun, good juice inside. Look at that nice greasy juicy burger right there, and look at those cheese crispies. It's time to get a bite. Double bacon brisket smash burger with that burnt cheese. Time to get a bite. That is delicious, y'all. Get yourself some of that. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment if you have anything to say, and share it on any social media outlet you desire. Until the next time, we'll see you.